I can use it in that. You need to. I'm shocked that I had never heard of this guy. I watched that video the first time and I ugly cried.
What do you think about that, huh?
It's got my wheels turning and
What do you think about that, huh?
that's the Jesus that Mormons believe in. Dallas Jenkins. Is that the Jesus that you presented in this TV series?
What do you think about that, huh?
Phenomenal album, Irons in the Fire, Zeta Blacksmith.
What do you think about that, huh?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unsolicited, episode 74. I'm your host, Norm the Master's Dog Dunham, a.k.a. the Evangelical Norm. Norm, didn't we just see you do an Unsolicited episode earlier today? Yes, you did, and now it's time to play catch-up. So here we are. Unsolicited is just that. It is my unsolicited opinion on arts and entertainment as it intersects with a Christian worldview. Movies, TV shows, books, music, mostly music. I work a graveyard shift and I'm constantly working, so I don't get to read as much as I'd like to. I don't watch a whole lot of TV, but I'm always listening to music. So 99% of what we do here is going to be music, reviews of stuff that I really like, that I just want to share with you. I'm not the guy that's going to do a whole lot of like really critical stuff. If I see something that I don't like, I tend to just ignore it. I don't see the purpose in dragging someone's name through the mud. But if I will take stuff, if someone actually solicits my opinion, which I've had a couple of artists do, and other people will send me videos, hey, what do you think about this? I will be as honest as possible. I'll give constructive criticism. But if I see something and I'm like, that's just trash, let me, because again, the reality is that stuff, trashing things, usually gets more response and more views than positive stuff. But I like to be a Barnabas. I like to encourage the guys and girls who do music and stuff that I really like. So that's what we do here. I bring you stuff that I like and I share it with you so that you might like it as well. So there's a little background on the podcast for those who are new, constantly getting new subscribers. That's because of you guys who like and share and comment. Even the trolls who come at me, I feed those guys, because the more comments and the more interactions a video gets, the more that guy, Algae Rhythm, I was calling him Algae Rhythm before Space Jam, thank you, sends out the video to people who might want to see it, and the more interaction, the more views, and so on. So thank you for those who comment. Thank you if you're a troll. Please give me all that smoke. I will take it. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, get all the content that I release here on the Evangelical Norm Network. So today we are going to take a look. I'm going to do a blind reaction to the video of the song Luxurious from Stract and Doctrinal's album, the warm-ups precede the workouts. I'll get the name right sooner or later. They just did a video done and shot by Lou Chikuni. So again, all the Christ-centric family represented here in this video. I have not seen it yet. So it's been out since yesterday, I think, is when Stract dropped it on the 8th. Early in the morning. I avoided Facebook and stuff, so I would not see this video. I actually shared the video without watching it. I just hit the share button, made a little blurb, so that I could do this today and give just a blind reaction to this video. So, with all that being said, we're going to jump in, and you just get to see my reaction to the video as it plays real time. So here we go. This is Luxurious by Stract and Doctrinal. Video shot by my man Lou Chikuni.
Yo, I'm just trying to fill a void, man. Why you laughing though? It's real rap. Yo, I hear you. We've been given a masterpiece mindset. It's borderline. Why the world try to masterpiece? I ain't gotta order mine. They more than soda blind and darkness. They tore the mind. That's why I'm thinking as I spark this, there's more to find. I'm for the grind. As gears turn, there's more to rhyme. His change flips heads and I ain't talking quarter kind. No tales of Ishmaels could twist scales. Only the son of man takes snakes and twist scales. Yeah. This them weightlift bars. Truth heavy with the word that could weightlift Mars and shapeshift scars. I'll take this far as the ears here. I'm the Christian, the queer smear, navigating the steer clear of false fears and vaccines they lost here. Where drag queens get an hour for story time and pastors wanna erase race from the storyline. Sorry, I'm the swine that shoots spikes porcupine. If you don't go around licking every fork you find, then why you eating all the lies like they're sanitary? Poison to the mouth for the brain should be kinda scary. Contrary, dying laughing at the monastery. Consuming everything on the table is like a fable. Marveling over cable is comical. We fit the label. Unable to see the technocrats pull a Babel. I mean the babble. It's time to saddle the horse, yo. The masterpiece mindset is borderline. Why the world try to masterpiece? I ain't gotta order mine. No tales of Ishmaels could twist scales. Only the son of man takes snakes and twist scales. Masterpiece mindset is borderline. Why the world try to masterpiece? I ain't gotta order mine. No tales of Ishmaels could twist scales. Only the son of man takes snakes and twist scales. Of course though, this course flows a Morse code. Those sold to the mode, cancel the old scroll. And those go to the show, scary crows know who to rock with. Dirty birds never knock it, but death be the wage for sin, you can't stop it. I'll flip flop it, toes out and down. I'm swinging for the home run like the scouts around. Cause home's with the only one that pulls me out the ground. I doubt the sound I'm hearing from these murderous rappers. If drugs talk, I'm sure they would be playing you actors. Plenty of factors point out you saying it backwards. Words back and saying you outpointed the factors. Plenty times you blaspheme on many lines with automatic semi-rhymes and many kinds. Using the free speech for displaying they petty minds. Aiming for God like they got them Armageddon nines. They falling with no balance while I steady minds. We on the line facing challenges of many kinds. And now these dudes is claiming they Hebrews as if the word says Gentiles need to be Jews. I mean use, kinda claiming I've seen views. If you choose lineage over faith, then you lose. There's only one bloodline that I cling to. At the cross, he made us one. That's how the king do. Of course, though, this course flows a Morse code. Those sold to the mode, cancel the old scroll. They falling with no balance as our steady minds. We on the lines facing challenges of many kinds. Of course, though, this course flows a Morse code. Those sold to the mode, cancel the old scroll. They falling with no balance as our steady minds. We on the lines facing challenges of many kinds.
Nice. So, yeah, there you go. That's the luxurious Doctrinal and Stract, Stract and Doctrinal, whichever. Lou Chikuni, really good. Well done. I mean, just a great album. So much stuff in there. I mean, all the things that you've got this. I mean, this is just all these aspects of Stract's life that they've taken and put into this video. So if you know Stract, you know Stract. And so, I mean, all the art that he does in the back, the pictures that he's drawn, the restaurant that he and his wife run, studying to become a pastor or elder or whatever it is he's studying and gearing towards, just serving God's body. All these things are put in here. The covering of the face at different points and all this stuff. And I mean, he hits so many different aspects of issues within the church and so on, right? I mean, as we're looking at all these things that he talks about, the wordplay that this dude has. I mean, I am just, between him and Zeta Blacksmith, I'm just, and Kurt Kennedy, you got to throw in there too. These guys are such masters of their craft at wordplay and just the stuff. And I'm going to bring this video back up and we're going to kind of go through it again. I mean, we're 9 minutes in, so shouldn't be a big issue to take a look at this one more time.
Yo,
I'm going to pause it at different points.
Why you laughing though?
And just kind of talk about some of the worldview.
Yo, I hear you. We've been given a masterpiece mindset. It's borderline. Why the world try to masterpiece? I ain't gotta order mine. They more than soda blind and darkness, they tore the mind. That's why I'm thinking as I spark this, there's more to find. I'm for the grind, as gears turn, there's more to rhyme. His change flips heads, and I ain't talking quarter kind. No tales of Ishmaels could twist scales. Only the Son of Man takes snakes and twists.
Okay, so I mean, so much in there. You know, they're sort of blind. He's for the grind. I mean, I would have to. I mean, I've listened to this song well over 100 times, and I still. I mean, mind blown. I just can't. You know, so much stuff in here. This line here, though, only the Son of God can take snakes and twist scales. Right? I mean. So we're coming back, and he jumps into some of this stuff that we see. You know, he talks about Hebrew Israelites and so on, using free speech to. Again, I don't have all the words memorized. So as he goes through here, but he does kind of tackle a couple of the big issues that we have, talking about race, talking about Hebrew Israelites, talking about just different things in here. And so as we carry on, I'm going to catch a couple of these other. There's a few lines that I specifically want to take a look at. So, and those are the ones I'm listening for. So apologize for just kind of the ramble at points, but there are certain lines that he hits that are impactful that I just want to take a look at. And again, being presented in video form, Americans, we're this modern lifestyle that we have where everything's in video and stuff like that. People listen to audiobooks. I don't get as much out of an audiobook, but it's weird that if I'm listening to music, I get caught up in the beat. And it really does, I think, to have a video where my mind is focused on what they're doing. I think I hear the words more as I'm watching it. It's so weird because that, I would, take in and just the dynamic. So I guess I'm actually making the point that reading a book, having the page in front of you and the words in front of you is far more, what's the word I'm looking for? Edifying, I guess, enlightening to me than listening to it, because you just listen to something and you can get distracted by the things that are in front of your face. When you have a video that comes with it, I think it helps to focus. So I love that. And then just the different dynamics. I mean, I am a fan of Stract, not just of his music, but his art. And so I love the fact that so many of the pictures that he's done are kind of show up in the background here, because I kind of get to geek out over that. This dude is so talented. And I'm almost to the point of jealousy that he can do so much stuff. I mean, he has a restaurant, so dude can cook. I can cook a little bit. I can cook like 3 things: ramen noodles, shepherd's pie, and corn dogs. So, I'm getting there. But I mean, dude can cook, dude can draw, dude can spit. God was nicer to him than he was to me. and it's a joke is a joke. Calm down.
Yeah, this them weightlift bars. Truth heavy with the word that could weightlift Mars and shit.
Truth heavy with the word that can weightlift Mars. Again, all this glory to God. He's talking about how Christ is amazing and stuff like that. The wordplay in there that gives so much honor and worship to God, but in making points as well. This is a skill and a dynamic that I don't know that there's a lot of people out there that have the ability to do this.
Scars, I'll take this far as the ears here. I'm the Christian and queer smear, navigating the steer clear of false fears and vaccines they lost here. Where drag queens get an hour for story time, and pastors want to erase race from the storyline.
Okay, again, different issues. There have literally been churches out there that have endorsed the drag queen story hour, right? So he's talking about this. Drag queens get an hour for story time. Pastors trying to take race out of the storyline. Again, these are issues that we're facing in the church that we're dealing with, and you're on one side or the other. I know that there are people who want to be well balanced and kind of be in the middle and look at this as like, and not Mr. Miyagi middle squish, just like grape. But there is a balance on where we can recognize that race is an issue, but bringing that together with gospel presentation, because again, you've got the people who are like, well, it's just got to be social justice, and other people who are just preach the gospel. There is a middle ground, and if you listen to the Cross Examine podcast, you hear a lot of that. The last few episodes have been a lot of that, and I mean, there's even stuff that I'm like, initially as I listen to it, I'm like, okay, I got to push back on it, but they get to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm actually in agreement for the most part with some of these. There are places where I'm like, I think you're being a little harsh on guys like me. But again, that's just where we're at. But Stract is hitting all this stuff in this song, and I love the fact that he's able to wrap all that stuff up into this music.
I'm sorry, I'm the swine that shoots spikes, porcupine.
The swine that shoots spikes, porcupine. Again, just the wordplay as he goes through. A true master of his craft.
If you don't go around licking every fork you find, then why you eating all the lies like they're sanitary?
If you don't go around licking every fork you find, then why are you eating all the lies like they're sanitary? This again, it's a statement. There are so many. Trying to come up with, again, be balanced. Kurt Kennedy, hashtag stay balanced, right? Don't just buy everything. We need to be Bereans. We need, even with the stuff, I mean, I don't expect you to just listen to Stract and go, oh, hey, Norm said that Stract was all good. Be a Berean. Look into this stuff. Have your opinion, but let your opinion be based on the Bible and be able to support it. Be able to back up why you are, where you stand, Because, yeah, in the places where I disagree with Kurt and Stract and cross-examine or other people on either side of on any of these issues, I'm at a point where I can say this is why I agree or this is why I don't agree, and this is where I'm coming from and why I think the Bible has influenced me to make this decision, but be willing to listen. Don't just shut down the other side because they're the other side. Be willing to listen, but don't eat all the lies like they're sanitized.
Into the mouth for the brain should be kinda scary. Contrary, dying laughing at the monastery. Consuming everything on the table is like a fable. Marveling over cable is comical. We fit the label. Unable to see the technocrats pull a Babel. I mean the babble. It's time to saddle the horse, yo. The masterpiece mindset is borderline. While the world try to masterpiece, I ain't gotta order mine. No tales of Ishmaels could twist scales. Only the son of man takes snakes and twist hands. Masterpiece mindset is borderline. While the world try to masterpiece, I ain't gotta order mine. No tales of Ishmaels could twist scales. Only the son of man takes snakes and twist scales. Of course, though, this course flows a Morse code. Those sold to the mode, cancel the old scroll. And those go to the show. Scary crows know who to rock with. Dirty birds never knock it. But death be the wage for sin, you can't stop it. I'll flip-flop it, toes out and down. I'm swinging for the home run like the scouts around. Cause home's with the only one that pulls me out the ground. I doubt the sound I'm hearing from these murderous rappers. If drugs talk, I'm sure they would be playing you actors. Plenty of factors point out you saying it backwards. Words back and saying you outpointed the factors. Plenty times you blaspheme on many lines with automatic semi-rhymes and many kinds. Using the free speech for displaying they petty minds. Aiming for God like they got them Armageddon nines. They fall.
Okay, so using the free speech to display their petty minds. And again, this is a place where they've talked about, and I actually fall into some of these categories, And there are probably people out there that think that all my videos that I do, all the podcasting that I do, especially along the lines of the Master's Dog, the False Teacher of the Week, and Unsolicited even, could be just me going, here you go, Norm showing his petty mind again. He's got the ability. I started doing these podcasts simply because based off of the fact that I felt like God gave me something to say. God has provided me with a platform to say it. So I'm going to say it. And again, just because you have free speech doesn't mean everything needs to be said. But so this is one of those places where it's like we have to understand that people are out there that we're going to disagree with. Sometimes we're going to look at them as petty or whatever. But being willing to listen, being willing to just hear out the other side. I mean, again, the best example, and Kurt brings it up a lot in cross-examine episodes, is the beef that he and A.D. Robles had. And again, if you know, you know. There were those of us. I've never been a huge A.D. Robles fan, even though I love the Fight Laugh Feast Network, Cross Politics, Chalk Knox, Gabe, Toby, all those guys over there. A.D. is part of that group, and I don't know if he still is or not, but I haven't seen much from him lately. But I never really cared much for AD. And so when he ended up in beef with Kurt, I was just like, get him, Kurt, get him, Kurt. And then they like got together and they reconciled and they were like, yo, we fam, right? And so it's just this amazing thing of like, it's where we get, we pick our tribes, we pick our teams. We have that tendency to do that. And the encouragement to be balanced, to be able to listen to both sides, to be able to just not shut down one side or the other because you think they're petty. I mean, it's important to be able to do that.
With no balance while I steady minds. We on the line facing challenges of many kinds. And now these dudes is claiming they Hebrews as if the word says Gentiles need to be Jews.
I love that line. I didn't just listen to that. These dudes claiming they're Hebrews, like the Word of God says Gentiles need to be Jews. Again, recognizing that the word says specifically other than that, right? But again, just that's one of my favorite lines. And yeah, I just, this man's ability to write and spit and put it all together is just amazing. And yeah, I'm fanboying. In fact, I'm even wearing my His Hype Man shirt while I do this video. So there you go.
I mean, use kind of claiming I've seen views. If you choose lineage over faith, then you lose. There's only one bloodline that I cling to. At the cross, he made us one. That's how the king do. Of course, though, this course flows in Morse code. Those sold to the mode, cancel the old scroll. They fall it with no balance. There's our steady minds. We on the lines, facing challenges of many kinds. Of course, though, this course flows in Morse code. Those sold to the mode, cancel the old scroll. They fall it with no balance as our steady minds. We on the lines facing challenges of many kinds.
And there you go. There you have it. Luxurious, Stract and Doctrinal video by Lou Chikuni. Again, I kind of fancy myself a little bit of a videographer. Making videos, I do a lot. I've done all my introduction videos, all that stuff I've done myself. So I've got a little bit, nowhere near the skill level that guys like Lou, Mario Esco, other guys that are out there doing this stuff. I mean, so talented. I don't even come close to where they're at. I aspire, maybe at some point in time, I could do that. But yeah, I just don't have the ability to invest in perfecting the craft the way that they have. So Lou, love you, brother. Waiting for a new album to come from you someday soon, I hope. Stract, again, amazing album. Doctrinal, you guys killed it on this thing. Now what I want to do, I want to give my request. I would love to see, more than anything, I want to see a video for Across Thoughts. So coming up with that, that's going to be amazing. Even I'm like kicked around ideas of doing just like an, just a still shot kind of video of my own. I may do that one of these days, and I'll send it to you and let you see what you think. And then I want to see a video to No Cracks in the Rock, because I just want the idea of seeing, and someone's got to be able to put this together, seeing Doctrinal and Goya battle each other, and then, Stract come in and just decimates the whole thing. But I still say Goya won without having to say a word, because at the end of the song, Stract went and canceled his Goya account for the restaurant just because of the name. So my man Goya got so deep inside, still undefeated, greatest battle rapper of all time, MC Goya, and there you go. So God bless you guys. Thank you. Go check it out if you don't already have it. Go buy the album. You can get it on Bandcamp, Amazon, anywhere. It's streaming. You can get the album. The warm-ups precede the workouts. Stract and Doctrinal. His Hype Man, Stract and Doctrinal. Go find it. Go buy it. Support these brothers who are making good quality lyrical theology, Christian hip-hop. Support them so they can continue to do that. and just show them love. I suggest always go to Bandcamp, because like a good meal, if you go to a restaurant and you get good service and a good meal, you can leave a tip. You can do the same thing at Bandcamp. Amazon doesn't give you the opportunity to buy a $9 album for $12. You can do that at Bandcamp, and these guys benefit more and more from that. So go, do, buy, enjoy, and support. There you have it. So thank you guys for taking time to watch. Thank you, Stract, Doctrynal, Lou, and as always, preach the gospel at all times. Oh, and an apologist for being there and having Christ-centric for us to listen to. So thank you all. As always, preach the gospel at all times. Use words. They're necessary. Until next time, Soli Deo Gloria.